and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kaylee and today's class is one of my favorites and something that you all have been requesting so much, a Pilates and Barre Fusion class. This one is focused on building strength, and that is why I have this 10-pound bala ring in my hands. We are going to use it throughout the entire class, but don't worry if you don't have one of these, you can just grab 2 5-pound dumbbells, maybe go a little bit heavier with 8s or 10s just as an option as well. We're going to target the whole body in this class and step off the mat feeling super strong and empowered. You also need a chair, a bar, a stabilizing surface, it could be a wall as well, and some water, whatever you need to make your space feel comfortable. There's a Spotify playlist down below if you like music, I highly recommend it, and let's get started. We are standing for our stretch, so put that bala ring off to the side, close enough that you can grab when we get to our mat. Walk the feet wider than the hips, heels in, toes out. We'll start with just a reach overhead, 3, 2, 1, up. For 2, arms down, for 2. Root into your feet, toes are wide, heels are in, arms reach, and arms lower, good. Up and down. Feel that stretch in the side bodies. Here's 4, 3, let's add a squat in 2, in 1, right here, squat, and left switch, squat, and lift, good. So knees track over the toes. Think about sitting your hips down low to open up inner thighs and glutes. Find your breath, down and up. Here's 4. Side bends in 3, we'll hold the squat. In 2, in 1, hold that squat. Reach your left arm overhead as you reach your right arm towards your left leg, and then switch. And switch. Maybe you drop the elbow to the thigh, just to get a little bit deeper into your side body. Good. Stay low in the legs. Couple more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come through center, hands to the heart, twist to the right. And center, left. Good. When we move through center, let's stand. In 4, 3, 2, arms reach, squat low, twist, reach, try to make it a fluid motion, warming up through your thoracic spine, hips, inner thighs. Think about driving your elbow back in space. Last one, to the left. Stay standing now, parallel the feet. Fold over the legs, come onto your fingertips. Bend the right knee down and straighten, switch. Left knee and straight, good. Bend, extend. Working through our inner thighs still, starting to feel it in the hamstrings. Good. 4, 3, 2, hold the right knee bent, turn towards the right knee, left toes tuck under, left heels lifted, breathe in, breathe out, straighten the right leg, inhale to bend, exhale to extend. So now working more into the right hamstring. Continue to breathe. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, bend the knee, come back through center, just hold your fold. Drop your head, sway side to side. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Come back to your fingertips, find that halfway lift, side to side, left knee, bend, extend, switch. Just a couple, side to side, then we move to the left. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it left. Turn towards your left foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straighten the left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Bend. Extend any amount that feels good in your body. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee bent. Turn back to your wide squat. This time stay lifted, left hand down. Inhale, open, rotate, right arm to the sky. Exhale, lower, and switch. Side to side. Last little warm up for the shoulders, the upper body, the thoracic spine. One more each side. Beautiful. Then fold forward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your inhale, find a halfway lift. On your exhale, come to a seat however you get there. Make sure to grab your ring. If you don't have a ring, you can just go body weight for this exercise. We're laying all the way down on the mat. And we're going to take the ring around our shins. So pull the knees into the chest. Reach the ring forward. Maybe you have to lift the chest to get it there. Take the ring around mid-shin and press out into it with the calves. Take the hands behind the head once you're ready. Elbows wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find a crunch. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Down for 2. Up for 2. So the ring is giving us extra resistance for our transverse abdominis. Down and up. If you feel stable balancing a dumbbell there, you could, though I've not tried it, so go at your own caution. Doing this body weight is just as good as well. Lower and lift. All right, let's find a combo move. We crunch, then extend the legs. So we lift up, extend the legs to the diagonal, pull the knees back to tabletop, lower the head again. Crunch, reach the legs long, pull the knees in, and lower. You're only extending the legs as much as you can keep the engagement in the front core. If you feel your low back start to arch way far away from the floor, that's your cue to keep the knees closer to the chest. This is a unique sequence that we're not straightening the legs up because then the ring will fall down towards you. So its modification could just be to extend the legs a tiny bit, pull them back in, and then lower. I am definitely feeling it in my core, even in my quads, my inner thighs. Think about pulling your ribs towards your hips. Here's 4. We're going to keep the legs extended in 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs extended. A little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Knees to chest. In 3, 2, 1. Right here. Knees to chest. Lower the head. Just that crunch. Lower. Lift. Oh my goodness. Press your calves out into the ring if you have it. Lower and lift. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lay the head back. Grab for that ring. Place it in the hands and set the feet down. Great work. All right, we're going to find a chest press to start. So we just lower the ring down to the chest. If you need your dumbbells, go ahead and grab them. Head stays heavy. Bend the elbows to the diagonal. Press back up. So it's like a push-up. Shape with the arms. They go to the diagonal like you're making an A with the upper arms. The weight comes towards the chest and then back up to the sky. Feel your chest start to work. And try to keep your wrists straight so you're not bending them too much into flexion. Lower and lift. Good. Couple more. Here's 4, 3. Let's add a crunch to this. In 2. In 1 right here. Little lift and lower. Lift and lower. So just as long as this feels okay on your neck, If at any point it doesn't, you stay with that first option, head heavy on the mat. Ribs towards hips. Chin away from the chest. Lift and lower. Oh my goodness. Keep breathing. Feeling it in the arms as well. We're going to keep it lifted. Find that little pulsing crunch. Into. One right here. Keep it lifted. Tiny lifts. Arms are straight. There's a soft bend in the elbows. You're trying to lift the shoulder blades all the way up off of the mat. Yes, yes. We move to glutes after this last push. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lay it back. Take that ring. Place it on your belly. So the bottom of the ring is at your pelvis. Top of the ring is at your ribs. If you have dumbbells, hold them at your hips. Press into the feet to lift. 3, 2, 1. Up for 2. Down for 2. You might have to play with the placement of the ring. It should stay though. So if you want to take the arms down to the ground for a little bit more support, you can. If it makes you feel better to hold on to it as you move, also an option. You're pressing into your heels, feeling that weight transfer to the back of the legs. Lift and lower. Good. Up for 2. Down for 2. Toes are light on the mat. Lift. Lower. If it's feeling uncomfortable in the knees, you can try walking your feet forward about half a step. See if that lessens the tension on the knee joints. If at any point something feels painful, definitely come out of it and readjust your shape. And know that I'm here to give you suggestions and guidelines, but ultimately you know your body the best, so I want you to do what feels good for you. Lower, lift, absolutely feeling that burn in the glutes. Lower, lift. I was at the gym doing hip thrusts. If you have followed me a while, you know that I love to train heavy weights too. And I was hip thrusting 135. This feels almost as hard, honestly. Lift and lower. There's something about that endurance work, doing many, many, many reps over and over again. That just hits the muscles in a totally different way. Lift and lower. Beautiful. And know that endurance work is hard, especially if you're not used to doing it. It's still hard even if you are used to doing it. But we're challenging the muscles to keep going even after the point they definitely want to stop. And know that we're trying to hit muscle fatigue. And once you get to that point, you're not going to really be able to do another rep. So that's your cue to take a break and then jump back in when you're ready. And over time, that threshold will grow and you'll be able to do more reps before you need a break. All right, let's keep it lifted. It's time. Tiny pulses. Up and up. Lift and lift. Really press your heels into the mat. Whew. Lift and lift. Such a simple movement. So much spice. Lift, lift, lift. Up and up. Our final push. We'll be lifting the heels. And 4, the hips will stay still. In 3, 2, 1. Heels up, heels down, just a couple. Up and down. Lift, lower. Feel that little shake. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it high. Can you lift a tiny bit higher? For 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels. Lower the hips slowly. Great work. Take that ring. Place in the hands, and then you can just windshield wiper the leg side to side. You can let the elbows rest on the mat so you're not really doing much with the ring besides giving the belly a break. Beautiful. And then if it feels safe for you to sit up with the ring, go ahead and do that if you need to put it down. Always an option. We're coming to kneeling. So face along edge of the mat, plant the right knee, take the left leg out long. We're going to hit Our obliques, it's been a while since we've done kneeling obliques. Bring in the hands, dip it down to the right and center, to the right and back to neutral. Good. So your left foot is your stability, your anchor. You're pressing the edge of the left foot, the outside edge, into the mat and allowing that press to give you more depth when you lean towards the right. Good. Down and up, down and up. Anytime we're working our lateral obliques, these muscles that take us side to side, the top oblique is what's working in this shape. So a lot of times we think the crunching side, which is our right side currently, is the side that's working. But it's actually the left, the top obliques, because they have to contract to pull our torso back up to neutral. The right oblique is doing a little bit of work as well, but I want you to find the mind muscle connection with your left side. Good. 4 counts. 3, 2, let's find a pulse. Hold it low, right here, a little dip, down, down. This is the part that gets really spicy, and it can kind of feel like it takes your breath away. So if you need to come up at any point, please honor that in your body. If you need to drop the weight, that's also an option. Just 8, 7, 6, 5. Then we're going to find a combo move in 4. As we come back up, we'll stretch the weight out in front of us, then come back to the shape. Right here, so we lift up, press the weight forward, pull the weight back to the chest, and then lower. Good. Lift, press, pull, and lower. Beautiful. Down, up, press. Just 2 more. We hold the weight long. Rotate side to side like you're turning a wheel. Right here, rotate right, left, right, left. Just 8, 7, 6, hello shoulders, 5, 4, 3, we're transitioning to side plank in 2, and 1. All right, pull that weight back to your chest. If you have the ring, place it down in front of you. Take your right hand to the mat, ground through your left hand. If you don't have the ring, take your left hand to your hip. Push into your right hand, right knee meets left. In for 2, and down for 2. Hello, inner thighs. Little pivot to working, especially left inner thigh, but both of them. Continue to press into the outside edge of your left foot. These ones don't take long to get spicy, so keep breathing. You got this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right knee, drop the left. Great work. All right, stay kneeling. We're gonna do a little bicep intermission before the other side. Take the elbows by the sides, palms face up. Sit the hips back just a little bit. Find a curl right here. Up for 2, down for 2. So a little funky with the circle. Feels like you're gonna hit yourself in the face. But can you stop just in front of it? In and out. And of course, if you just have dumbbells, regular bicep curl for you. In and out. Good. Elbows by the sides, but not resting. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. Try to keep the ring straight, so you might have to play with your grip. Up and up, down and down. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Whew. Maybe a little smile, deep breaths. You got this. Up, up, down, down. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Down and up. Chest is broad. Here's 4, 3, 2, keep it down at 90, reach it forward, out, and in. Good. Maybe you take the palms to face up. Now, if you have the ring, reach it forward and pull it in. Oh my goodness. Reach forward and pull in. Good. Reach and pull. Holy biceps. Reach and pull. Here's 4. We keep the arms at 90. 3, 2, and 1. Keep it 90. Little pulses. Up and up. So it's a baby, baby bicep curl. Lift, lift, lift. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're giving the biceps a break. We're moving to around the world, or halos. So we'll grip onto the ring. Take it around the back of the head. In 3, 2, 1, right here. Whew, drop the arms for a moment. Then take the ring back in front of the chest. If you have dumbbells, just take 1 dumbbell in the hands. All the way up around the head. Pull it back to the chest, switch. So the challenge here is actually to keep your core really stable. This is an anti-rotation core movement. So the core wants to swing side to side as we take the arms behind the back of the head. But your job is just keep it as still as you possibly can. Just 1 more each side. Good. Awesome job. Drop it down for a moment. Great work. All right, we ready to do the other side? We'll focus on the obliques first so the arms get a little bit of a break. Right foot goes out. Press into the edge of the foot. Take that ring back to the chest. Lean to the left. 3, 2, 1. Down. And up. All right, mind-muscle connection. Right side body now. Really press into your right foot. I can't emphasize that enough. To give yourself more depth on the lean. And notice that one side might start to feel it more or sooner than the other. That's okay. It's normal to feel a little bit imbalanced side to side. And you have the opportunity to adjust the movement for that side of the body. Know that it doesn't have to resemble the first side perfectly. We're going for similar feeling sensations in the body rather than what the movement looks like. Yes. Down for 2 and up for 2. Whew. Definitely starting to sweat. Should have turned the AC on before I did this. Down and up. You got it. Lower and lift. Feel the stretch as you lower, the contraction as you lift. All right, let's hold it low. Right here, little dip, down, down. Remember to push into your right foot. Dip, dip, you got it. Down, down, up, up. Couple more. 4. We'll find that combo move next. In 3, we reach the weight forward, then back to the shape. In 2, in 1, right here. So we lift up, press it forward, pull it back in, dip, lift, press, pull, reach down. Good. Lower and lift, press. So strong. Use your breath. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. All right, let's hold it up. Right here, spin that wheel. Left, right. Good. Left, right. Oh my goodness. 4, 3, side plank in 2, in one right here. Pull that weight back to the chest, place it down in front of you. Left hand lands, right foot stays where it is, left knee to right, lower it down. If you have just a dumbbell, place it on the mat, right hand to your hip. Squeeze. I want you to feel this in your right inner thigh. Press and lower. Just a couple more. So strong. You can do this. We're moving to standing glutes. Done with arms and core for a minute. All right, hold it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower down. I lied. Don't hate me. We have one more core sequence before we get to standing. I promise it's super short, less than 3 minutes. All right, challenge here is placing the weight on your back in a forearm plank. If that's totally not an option for you, totally okay. You can just do a regular forearm plank. If you would like to try with me, the best way I found to get it on is through a tabletop-ish shape, so you're hinged forward, and then you can walk the weight up on the back. Hopefully it's not interfering with my mic. Lower down onto the forearms. Press the palms together or palms face up. Tuck one toe at a time, or 1 foot at a time. Forearm plank, jog the knees. Right and left. All right, breathe with me. We're growing stronger. Planks are one of the best way to do that. And then adding this weight is just an extra shot for the body. Down and up, lower and lift. Feel this in your shoulders, your core. Think about drawing your ribs towards your hips. Gaze just slightly forward. Good. Left and right. Here's 4. Knees stay lifted. In 3, 2, and 1. Knees stay lifted. Tap the right foot out and in switch. Left, right. Holy shakes. Keep breathing. Right and left. If you need to take a break at any point, you can drop to the knees. Here's 4. 3. Both knees tap at the same time. In 2, in 1. Knees tap and lift. Final push. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Feel your core. If both knees at the same time are too much, go back to 1 knee. Tap, lift. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop the knees. Start to press back up gently onto the hands, then lifting to get that ring off to the side. Awesome job. You are amazing. All right, let's come to stand. Now we're doing glutes. If my mic doesn't get caught in my hair. All right, coming to stand. Bring your ring or your weights with you. Chair comes onto the mat. Slide the ring around your right leg so that it's at your right knee. Lean forward, come onto your forearms. If you don't have the ring, you're doing this with a dumbbell. Soft bend in the left knee. You're a bent arms distance away from your chair. Kick back, right leg, 3, 2, 1. Up for 2, down for 2. Good. Lift, lower. We're extending right leg back behind us. You should feel it in the right glute max. You might also start to feel it in your left glute medius right away. Back for 2, down for 2. Lift and lower. Beautiful. Back, forward, lower, lift, up and down. So good. Keep breathing. This is a lot more weight if you have 10 pounds than we normally do in this shape. And we won't do it as long because the weight is a little bit higher. But I want you to find that push inside of you to keep going throughout this movement. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Little pulse. Lift, lift. So less swinging the weight, more little lift to the sky. Up and up. Good. Here's 4, 3, 2. We take it wide to a fire hydrant, then back to the shape. So we go down, take it wide, pull it in, and back, out. Oh my goodness. Just a couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on up. Grab that ring. Placed into the right hand. We're switching legs. So right foot steps forward, left hand onto your chair. Left leg back. Single leg RDL. Down, left leg lifts, then up, up. So the chair is there for support. You can choose not to use it. Take your left hand to your hip. Soft bend in the right knee. Weight is in the right hand. You're hinging the torso forward and stopping at the point where you start to feel it in your lower back. That's your indicator that that's your edge. Down and up. We want to feel it in our right glute, right hamstring. Lower and lift. Down and up. So, so good. Lower, lift. All right, we're going to hold it low. We'll row the right arm in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it low, right arm up for 2 and down for 2. When we do a single arm row, I want you to think about taking the elbow up and slightly in towards the midline. Feel that. Pull your right shoulder blade in, that retraction. Good. Squeeze, lower, up, down. So good. 4, 3. We hold it up, little pulse. Into, in 1, right here. Hold it up, tiny pulse. Lift and lift, pulse and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. We find a curtsy lunge from here. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let the weight dangle. Left hand stays on your chair. Slide your left leg across the midline, tuck the toes under, send the hips low, and then straighten. Bend, extend. Option to stay here, or if you want a little bit more challenge, take the weight to the chest, the left hand away from your bar. Your left knee is tracking behind your right ankle. You're sitting the hips low. Yes. Down and up. Lower and lift. All right, let's hold it low. Tiny dips. In 4, 3, 2, right here. Dip. Dip. Your hinge slightly forward. Dip and dip. All right, we're going to find a funky shape from here. We'll go from a curtsy to a side bend, left elbow to left knee as we stand and balance on the right leg. In 3, 2, 1. It looks like this. Left elbow, left knee. Place it back down. Find your curtsy. Little tap. Lower. Option to drop your weight. Take your hands to the chair. Curtsy, then left knee in. Totally up to you what you choose in this moment. Good. We're almost there. Feel that little crunch, side bend. Let your heart rate lift a little bit. Deep breaths. Here's 4. We have a little stretch break in 3, 2, 1. Right here. Step the left foot down. Place that weight down. Walk the feet back. Cross your right leg over your left. Sit the hips back. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, big breath in. And big breath out, let it go. You can come to stand, shake it out, grab water if you need to. Are we ready for side 2? We start with the weight around the left leg. So to set it up, weight goes around your left leg, behind your left knee pocket. Whew, already feeling that. Lean forward, make sure you have enough space. So the forearms are down on your chair, soft bend in the right knee, lift it up, lower down, kick back, then knee to knee. All right, know that we're not here for too long, so get right into it, find your breath, start to connect to your left glute, even though you're probably still feeling it in your right. I know I am, and that's normal. A lot of times, if we're not used to stabilizing on one leg, we'll tend to feel these standing glute sequences in our glute medius on the standing leg, which is this outer hip pocket. So breathe through it. Know that you can. Of course, at any point, if you need to ditch the weights, that's an option, as always. Lower. And lift. Good. Down. Up. Lower. Lift. Down. Up. Lower. Lift. I am feeling it. Lower. Lift. Race through your core. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. Can you let that go? Long, slow, deep breaths. Here's 4. We pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted. Tiny pulse. Up and up. Good. Again, try to avoid swinging the weight. Make this a small, precise movement. I know it's hard with this ring. Beautiful. All right, we find that combo in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees back together. Take the left knee wide, back to center, then extend. In, out, back. Oh my goodness, I need a little break. My right leg is definitely on fire. And know that it's also a factor that we did the other side before this, so the right leg is already feeling fatigued. All right, last time. Open it up, then lower it down. You can grab that weight. Place it in the left hand this time. Right hand on your chair. Step back so you have space. Lower and lift. Single leg RDL. Your right elbow bends with you. Gazing slightly forward and down to keep the cervical spine or the neck nice and long. Your right leg extends back behind you. Good. Soft bend in the standing leg. Start to feel it in the left hamstring. Up and down. And I want you to think about pressing less into your hands to lift and pressing more into your left heel. Feel that propel you upward. Good. You got it. All right, we find that row in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it low. Row up, lower down, row, lower again, think up and in slightly. Left shoulder blade towards the midline, so strong. Up and down. Your right leg is long. If you need a break, right toes can tuck under behind you. Most of the weight will still be in your left foot, but you'll just give yourself a little bit more support. Good. All right, we hold it up soon. Find those little pulses in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, tiny lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, curtsy lunge in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, hang that weight down by the side. Right toes tuck under, right knee in line with left ankle. Bend it down and come back up. Bend, extend, option. Both hands hold your ring or your weight to challenge your balance. Again, if you look down, you can see your right knee behind your left ankle. Right heel stays lifted. Deep breaths wherever you are. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. I am feeling it in my left glute. Good thing we're done with glutes after this. All right, let's hold it low right here, tiny dip. Dip and dip. Dip and dip. All right, we finished with that little crunch. Right elbow, right knee, then back to this shape. In 4, 3, 2, 1. It looks like this. Right knee, right elbow, back to your curtsy. Pull it in and lower. Pull, lower. Good. Your weight is at your chest, or you drop the weight. Put the hands in the chair. Same movement. So ready to be done with this. Do the last couple reps with me. You got this. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Put that weight down. Walk your feet back. Oh my goodness. Flex the left toes, sit the hips back. Whoo. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Last breath in and breath out. Beautiful. Come back. Put that chair off to the side. Keep your weights or your ring, and let's lay all the way down. Final core sequence. Lay the head heavy. Reach the arms up overhead, and then take the legs straight out to the sky. From here, we'll just reach the weight overhead. If you have dumbbells, just hold one weight in the hands. Right here, overhead, and then back up above the chest. Overhead, back up above the chest. Feel that in your core. If you need more stability, maybe you bend the knees to a tabletop. Maybe you set the feet flat on the mat. Totally up to you, what you choose. Down and up. Pull your ribs towards your hips and try to press your low back towards the mat just enough that it evens out any arch that's coming into your spine from reaching the arms overhead. Good. All right, let's add one leg at a time, starting right. Reach out, pull in, switch. Left and in, holy shakes. Right and in, yes, yes. Left and in, reach, pull, reach, pull, out, in, you got it. Deep breaths, out and in, out and in. Take breaks as you need to. All right. Option next time, both legs, same time, right here. Out and in. Reach and pull. Whew, just a couple of these. And then the legs stay up towards the chest. We'll find some triceps. In 4, 3, 2, 1, right here. Feet back up to the sky. You can also place them down on the mat if you need a little break. Slide the arms back, bend the elbows, extend. Try to keep the core engaged here. Reach up and lower. Reach and lower. Hello, triceps. Up and down. Reach and lower. Just a couple more. Stay with me. I know you can do it. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Last 4, 3. Keep the elbows bent in 2. In 1, elbows bent, tiny pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower it down. All right, you can put that ring or your weights off to the side. We made it. Let the head get heavy. Reach the legs long. Let the toes turn out. Open the palms to the sky and let yourself simply be. Take full deep breaths into the belly. Exhaling through the mouth. Start to bring your heart rate back to its natural rhythm. Anytime we work out, our nervous system goes into a bit of fight or flight mode. And it does that to keep our muscles safe so that we don't get injured through our movement. And that's why I love to end my classes with a moment of stillness, of recentering, so that we can bring our nervous system back into our rest, relax, rest, digest state. So all you have to do right now is focus on being here, being present, and leaning into that feeling of relaxation. And you can gently start to hug the knees towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe make a few circles on the low back. Eventually roll over onto one side and press yourself up into a seat. Sit up tall. Let the eyes close back down and then reach your right arm by your side, your left arm up overhead. Find a side bend and switch. I invite you to do this with your eyes closed, to stay inward. Notice how you're feeling, what has shifted since the beginning of class. And as always, taking a moment at the end of your workout to find a feeling of gratitude for choosing to show up for you today. We'll find a twist to the right. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind, sit up tall, and twist. Come back through center and switch. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind. And as you're ready, come back through center. You can bow the chin towards the chest. Gently start to flutter and blink the eyes open. Return the head back to neutral. Great work. I hope you love this class, are feeling so strong and empowered. Please let me know your thoughts down below. I always love to hear them. And if you would like more workouts just like this with me every week, I post 2 times a week on my app. It's called the Glow Method. If you don't know already, there's a 7-day free trial for all new members. You can also see all of these YouTube classes 2 days early. So I release them on Mondays and then they come up to YouTube on Wednesdays. I also do live classes once a month. I have 10 series or challenges, which are anywhere from 5 to I think 30-day series. There's one 30-day and another one coming soon. On my app, so you have access to all of those, and it's just a great community vibe over there. I would love to have you. And of course, as always, thank you so much for being here on YouTube. It helps to support me more than you know, and I hope to see you in the next video.